Doing good, doing good. I'm making some progress, about to make some tutorials, and oh, what's this? A paying gig? Well, I got a few more weeks before the next devlog. I can fit that in. Where did the time go? Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's game devlog on the Blue Dots Expedition, a turn-based strategy flight game. So that'll teach you to announce something. Whether this is a curse or not, a different opportunity comes my way when this happens. In this case, it was paid work. So I didn't get as far as I would have liked to, but I got some cool stuff to cover anyway. Let's get into it. If I was going to start on the hub world again, that would mean that I had to redo the dialogue system, because the project has evolved and a lot of games will do the bare minimum. They just have plain text that doesn't change, but I wanted to take advantage of text mesh with color and images. Text Mesh Pro handles this by using rich text, which allows you to put tags on sections of the text to change its properties like color, images, even different fonts and sizes. But there's a specific problem. If you're using scrolling text to type up each letter at a time, the rich text won't trigger until you've typed up both the opening and closing tag, and that wouldn't look great. With a combination of scriptable objects, editor scripting, and singletons, I got it working. The key was to separate the sentence into sections denoted by what you want to do with the scriptable object. The manager would read those settings and type the sentence based on those settings. Normal text is just normal text, it'll type itself normally. Color text was a bit tricky, till I found out parts of string.format and converting the color into a hex code string, and just have it wrap around the scrolling letters in between the tags, and it works seamlessly. Images were easy, it just spits out the image in one go. There you go, there's the image. Originally, this was going to be the very first tutorial, trying to kill two birds with one stone, but I changed my mind after seeing how much info and advanced concepts went into it. Let me know what you think of this. I asked for suggestions for debugging tools, and you all delivered, and I got some in. One of the most heavily requested features was the enemy spawn room, where the player can spawn any enemy they wanted in an empty room so they could test enemy behaviors by hitting 1, 2, 6, 7, any number on the numpad. Simple. Super bullet damage for situations where the tester might want to get through the level as quickly as possible to test something else. Also simple. And enemy health glossary for reference. There's a lot more to implement, but one thing at a time. Let's get into the polish. Taking a couple requests from my server, one was to have a timer queue. If, for instance, we have a shooting enemy and a railgun enemy, how will the player know which one to go for first? I made a queue so both can be shown by using the UI layout group. I'll just have to make sure it goes up to 2 to avoid UI clutter. Another from the server, have a glow particle when the new enemy is spawned from the spawner enemy. Done and done. Got a couple of achievements in, thank you for all the requests by the way, like getting shot by the railgun enemy among other things. And I added a new multiplier that will activate if one of the ship's health is below 10%. That's about it for the game itself. I want to shed some light on a couple things that are going on. So in the interest of full disclosure, here are a few things that are going to affect how much time I can put in or not. The biggest one being is that I got a new gig, and I'm studying for another exam for that gig, which is already scheduled for the next few weeks. I'm also doing home improvements, which requires scheduling other people and fixing a couple things, etc. And I'm also doing the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam, solo like I always do, but that's just a weekend. And I do game jams just to get out of a creative rut whenever I feel it's necessary. If you're doing any game jams or have a way to get out of a creative rut, I'd like to hear it. And after that, I got a busy week at one of my other gigs around this time of year. And it's also at times like this I wish I could function without sleep sometimes, but life gets in the way sometimes. If there's anything to take away from this, it's that don't tell the universe your plans. It laughs at you when you do. So for next time, we'll see. There's a lot going on right now. That'll be it for this week. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback. Take care of yourselves and have a good week.